Hey, look out, look out. Good morning, people. You're here as your host, Reese Turner, One Chocolate Vegan, coming to you live from I'm That Vegan channel. That's right, the name of this channel is I'm That Vegan, Reese Turner, One Chocolate Vegan. Remember that. So listen, today we're getting right into making a vegan omelet. That's right, no meat, no dairy, no natural eggs from chicken. It is an all vegan meatloaf omelet, right? So we're gonna jump right into it, right? So let me just break it down to you. The main ingredient in this, right, is just eggs, right? Just eggs. Take a look at that, right? Take a look at that. Just eggs. That's right. Then we're gonna use some Tony Chachere's with no salt, no MSG. That's right, Tony Chachere's, no salt, no MSG. Correct? Now, one of my favorites to give you that cheesy flavor, and it's very nutritional, has 5 grams of protein in it per 3 teaspoons, right? Let me make sure I got that right. No, I'm sorry, for 2 tablespoons is 5 grams of protein, right? So that's nutritional yeast, right? Then we got the smoked paprika. I love the smoked paprika. It is wonderful. The smoked paprika. It's wonderful. Now, this is something I had to order. This works with your eggs. So just egg really doesn't need that taste of eggs. They've got they've got the ingredients down to a pack, right? I kid you not. I just don't, you know, I just wanted a little extra, right? So this is Kamala. I can never say this right. We're gonna just call it. It's the black Indian salt. That's what it is, right? Kala Namak. Kala Lamak, right? Kala Lamak. Then you got your black pepper. Everybody know black pepper. Then I got my garlic powder, right? My garlic powder. Now I'm going to add a little bit of Violife Kobe Jack cheese. Now, normally, I tried it the other day. It was great, right? Normally, and I'm just going to explain this to some of the vegan people, and just period, right? So, most people that are not vegan complain about the cheese not melting right, not tasting the same. It's just like anything else. You will have to find out which cheeses are the best to your taste that you like. Me personally, I like Daya, but I like Daya for its Mexican cheese, right? And it's pepper jack cheese. But if I want a cheddar, real cheddar, like if I was making macaroni and cheese or something like that, I'm going to go to Violife cheddar cheese. It's going to give you the just that almost similar but same cheesy like flavor, right? And you gotta know how to mix it up, right? Now, I'm gonna use my Gardein meatless crumbles, right? Gardein meatless crumbles. Now, just so you know, there are 2 types of crumbles that Gardein have. These are the ones that are about $5. They come in a white and maroon bag. These are not the ones that come in the black bag. That's like $10. You get more than that. They have a slight bit of a different taste. I like these. They cook very easy, right? The other thing that we're going to use is I don't use all these oils and season for cooking. They're not good for you. I use unrefined virgin coconut oil. It does not taste like coconut. For those of you, I don't like the way you do not have. It does not give you a taste, right? It is unrefined coconut oil, right? This is what I use for all of my cooking. Correct? All right. I am going to use a little bit of, and I'm just going to show you. I am going to use a little bit of country crock butter, but not a lot, just a little, right? Just a little. Right? So, let's do this. So, one thing you got to remember when you're cooking plant-based products, they do not take a long time. You will overcook them very quickly. They do not take a long time, right? So, I'm gonna turn the stove on. I have an electric stove. I really like gas, but electric is good for baking, right? So, what I'm going to do, right? And don't forget, I got my little vegetables for my omelet too, right? Yellow, red, and green pepper. Yellow, red, and green pepper, right? So I'm just gonna take, you can see I don't even have really a tablespoon. It's more like a two teaspoons, right? And put that in there. And you notice the unrefined, this is what it looks like. Very clear, very white, right? Melts very quickly, correct? So, these are my meatless crumbs. And I love them. I love them. Everybody that know me know. So when you get to know me, and in this channel, you guys are going to see a little bit of my personality for those who don't know me and think that I'm very standoffish, but I am, right? So, my meatless crumbles. It's so wonderful. It almost looks like taco meat. I'm making me a big one, so you don't normally have to use this much, but I'm going to have me a nice big omelet today. Right? Nice big omelet today. Correct? All right. Let's get to it. Now, normally, you can take this right out the freezer, right? Because these are frozen. You can take them right out the freezer. This is what I do. Take them right out the freezer. And mind you, we started about 12:09 or so. This does not take long. I normally take them out the freezer. Put a top over it. Let them get heated up, right? While that's taking place, I'll go ahead and start with my seasonings, right? A little bit of garlic, right? This is about 3 teaspoons of garlic, right? My Tony Satcheries, right? Now, this is always to taste. Some people don't, I'm not a big heavy seasoning person. I just like good seasoning with great flavor, right? So let me sit these on here as I use them. I got to have my paprika. Bam! This is a key ingredient, paprika. Now I'm gonna show you a few tricks when you're cooking vegan, just egg omelets, right? Now, I'm just gonna put a little bit of pepper on here right now. Now, the Indian salt, black pepper, nutritional yeast, they're going last, right? And the cheese, they're going last. Already it's cooking up. Now, again, you do not overcook plant-based meat. This ain't like the regular meat where you gotta cook it 15, 20 minutes. This is not what that is, right? It's not what that is. So, we're gonna get that evenly spread out in the skillet. Now, you gotta do it the way I'm showing you. Unless you find a better method that you like to do, that's on you, right? That's on you, baby. Yep. So, I'm going to use a little bit of my vegan butter. I love my vegan butter because of the taste. My vegan butter because of the taste. Right? That's my vegan butter. Okay? Now, you can hear it sizzling. This is what that looks like. Right? You can see the paprika. I don't need this anymore. that goes into GC. Okay, now, this is when I add in. You hear the sizzle. You hear the sizzle. That's right. I'm going to add in my chopped bell peppers. Bam. Okay. So now, we're just going to give those a little mixing up, right? So remember, it doesn't take long to do this. And I have this on a little bit medium to high heat in the beginning. I turn it down a little bit. Just going to get these spread out. Now, this is what I normally do, right? I hate to get my stove. This is what I normally do. Right, so I add a tad bit, once I mix it up, a tad bit more of the Tony Satcheries. Sprinkle like that. Right, now, check this out. This is important. Now, if you have your own oil that you particularly like, that you cook with, then you just put the oil on there. But this is what I do. I take it around the rim. Around the rim. Right? So that the oil melts around the edge. This is important. And let me tell you why in 1 second. Now, it's around the edge, right? A little shaky, shaky. I'm gonna get some music. I like music, but I don't want it to be too much, right? Let me get some music. Now, watch. You don't have to have too much. You just want it to fill in. Don't overdo it, because if you make it too heavy, it's going to be too thick to turn over and too thick to get up underneath. The reason why I put the oil on the outside of the edges is because right now the oil is allowing for me to get under the edge with the spatula. So once it gets a little firm, I can get up underneath the edge and get all the way up underneath there to keep it from sticking. You don't want it to be sticky. That'll destroy the omelet. You end up just making scrambled eggs, right? You can still do scrambled eggs. I like more of an omelet style, so I can flip it, right? So, here's the good thing about just eggs, right? For every 3 tablespoons, it's 5 grams of protein. This right here, I would say was almost about 6 tablespoons, right? Close to. I like, again, I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna say. I'm a grown man, but I like more fulfilling. Now, I do have to send a shout out to Dr. Tayyib Muhammad. That's one of my best friends. He's the one that gave me so many ideas about transitioning to vegan, what that was going to be like, the different things that he had been eating and trying over the years. So it made my life a little bit easier to make the transition. But this is why I'm here for you, to help you with the transition, to keep you from going and buying the things that maybe just aren't too, what I think, good to the taste, good to try, as far as product, brand, what it has in it, all those different things. Now, it's been cooking for a second, so this is what I'm gonna do. See, I get the gold. See how now it's easy for me to get the edges? Yeah, get the edges. Now, y'all know how to do omelets. Come on now. You don't want it sticking, so I'm getting those edges first. Yep. Doesn't take long. Getting those edges first. Now, this is where I can add, you know what, people? I forgot one of my favorite ingredients. I'm glad. See, this is what happens when you do it all the time. When you're looking at it, you're like, hold on. Something ain't right. And I'm going to show you. Now, I'm not using a lot. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of this Kobe. Look, I'm almost out of it because I've been tearing this little Kobe Jack cheese up, right? Right? Mainly 3 ingredients. Bam! Cayenne. Cayenne. Now, the one sexy vegan, which is Dr. Taib Muhammad, used to always kid me about not liking cayenne, the spice, the hotness. I just didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? But I want it for the benefits. So it's okay to have a little spice. Shake, shake, shake the motor. Right? Little spice. Bam. Now, Calamx salt, black Indian salt. I ain't gonna keep saying that, okay? You do not need a lot of this. It gives it the eggy flavor. It's already got that. I just want a little extra. That's all, just a little extra. Here's my black pepper. Bam. Now, nutritional yeast, my favorite. I love nutritional yeast. Listen, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. It just adds a little cheesy flavor to it. Bam. Let me put this back in the refrigerator. So here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Who you with? The one chocolate vegan. The one chocolate vegan. Look at that. See, this is how you want it to do. You want it to shake, shake. You want it to shake on in there. I ain't doing no flipping, right? Because if it go bad, it's on video. I can't edit this out because we live. So ain't gonna be no flipping around here today, okay? No flipping. No flipping around here today. So, here's the thing. By the time you add nutritional yeast, the Just Egg, the meatless crumbles, I'm probably right around that 15 to 18 grams of protein. Since everybody is so interested in what the protein is, you can get your protein from chicken eggs, of course, but this is not a real egg, right? I'm still getting enough protein, right? Nutritional yeast alone, with the 3 tablespoons, is about 5 grams. Again, 2 tablespoons of the Just Egg is 5 grams of protein. 3 tablespoons, and I'm at 6, so I'm doubling that. So I'm gonna be right around that 18 grams of protein, right? Right around that 18 grams of protein. Listen, we right at about 9 minutes, 10 minutes, I would think, right? And that's with me talking and giving you the direction of how I do my vegan omelet. Now, once you see it starts, you want it, if you want yours runny, not necessarily runny, but some people don't like their eggs hard, they like their eggs soft, right? Not so hard, right? So right about now, you can tell it isn't dry, it is juicy, it's still juicy, right? Right about now, this is when you would take it out for those who like their eggs not very hard, right? Now, what I'm going to do is, see, I can tell, see, so I put a lot of meat in here, so it's like, you better not flip me right now, right? Because I'm going to break up on you, right? So, you got to be careful. Yeah, it's almost there, right? Almost there. So again, if you want it light, and again, that's why you don't want to use too much, because then when you get ready to flip it, you might not want it flipped. You might want your omelet like this, just flat, straight out on the plate. That's fine. I like to flip mine, right? When you don't let it get a little bit harder on the backside, the flipping part is going to just break up. You don't want it to break up, so you want it to cook a little bit more. I like every now and then when my omelet have a little bit of that crispy edge, because that's that seasoning that seals up on the back of the egg, and I just love it, right? Now, I'm going to give you another fun fact about Just Egg in comparison to regular eggs. The ingredients in the Just Egg, for whatever reason, it has a longer heat index. And what that means is it stays hotter longer. Listen, it's just what it is. Normally, you get your eggs by the time they bring them out to you when you're at the restaurant, they almost cold unless they came right off, put them on a plate, gave them to you. When you make just egg using the ingredients, it's gonna stay hot a long time, right? Plant based, it's gonna stay hot a long time, right? So we should be just about where I want it, right? Come on, do right. Tried to break up on me a little bit because I got too much meat in it. That's okay, right? That's okay. That's okay, baby. Right? I'm right where I want it. I did not burn my hand on this. Bam! Gotta make it look good. You gotta make it look good. Okay? Now, for an added topper, I might take a little bit of oregano for my little added topper. Right? Bam! Vegan omelet. Oops, slide. Don't slide off the plate. Right? This is my vegan omelet. Now, I like mine cooked a little hard. It will be a little bit more yellowy if I didn't put as much meat in it and I didn't cook it as long. This is my vegan omelet. Now, it's hot, but we're going to try it. Because I want you guys to see. Lord, we thank you for the blessing of this food, for the nourishing our body, for Christ that came in. Got to say your prayer. That's your prayer, right? Now, I want you guys to see. Look at that heat, baby. Look at that heat. It's a little hot. I ain't gonna put this right in my mouth. Pause. Right? So, nice and juicy. Vegetables, the cheese, everything is just perfect, right? Ooh, this joke is hot. Yeah, baby. Okay. Let me not talk in my mouth for hold on. All right. Okay, so listen. Later, I'm gonna put the ingredients in the description so that you all have it. I want to thank you for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. So, what I'm going to do is Monday through Friday, you guys know that we're doing the 15-minute, 20-day workout challenge. Every morning at 5:30 Eastern time. Right here with me. Right? One Chocolate Vegan. On Saturdays, I'm going to feature a food item that I want to cook. But I want your input. So if it's something that you cook now, that you want to, again, see me cook, send me a message, put it in the comments, and we're gonna try it out. Listen, I can't get to everybody's. We're gonna just try them one at a time. I want this to be interactive. So if you have something that you want to cook and you want it to be vegan, then I'll do it for you and give you one of the ways that I do it. If it's something I prepare. If not, you can send me the ingredients and I can substitute the ingredients for plant-based ingredients and show you how to do it. And we can try it out right here on the channel live. That's what we're gonna do, right? So send me your items that you like, that you want to try out, and I'll try them out right on the live with you, okay? So again, stay tuned. We're going to do this on Saturdays. Now, normally on Saturdays, I wanted to try to stick to around 11 o'clock time frame Eastern time, which is 10 o'clock Central. We're going to push for that right now. That may be subject to change, depending on my schedule and what I have to do. But nonetheless, catch me here Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time for the 20-day workout. We're going into day 6 of the 20-day workout. Even if you're just jumping in, come on and take part. Just jump right on in, and whatever day you at, it's all about results. It doesn't matter about when you start, how you start. It's just get started. That's the main thing, is just to get started. Okay? So, that being said, I'm going to finish my omelet because it's good. And this is my breakfast. You guys probably already had your breakfast. But hey, listen here. Vegan omelet. That's right, vegan omelet. Better than a regular omelet. I guarantee you I can make it better than your regular omelet. So, see you next time. I'm that vegan, Reese Turner, One Chocolate Vegan. Peace out. Uh-oh. I gotta come back. Sorry. Hey, listen. Let me send a shout out to Belinda Jones, my stepping mother. She got me this apron. One Sexy Vegan apron. And it's my face on here. Don't you like it? Listen, this was one of my Christmas presents. She's the best. I love her. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going for real this time.